behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
All right, everybody, it's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up for you in just a moment. But before we do, as you notice, this is episode 700, which so that means we've been on the air for quite a long time, and I want to thank everybody, the bands, the promoters, everybody that I work with, and we'll be here for a long time. So again, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, and we're always going to be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And feel free to leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you there. And feel free to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/PaulMashTV. And besides, following us, you can inbox us, comment on the things you see there. And send us good old-fashioned email at paulmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And if you're a band or a solo artist and want to be on the show, you can use that. But we love fan mail as well. So if you're a fan, send us an email and we'll be contacting you as quickly as possible. And all this will be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Summerland, British Columbia, Canada, we have Moving Lines tonight, and they're a great artist, and I know you're going to agree. And we'll get to that in just a minute, but first, it's time to have a quick word from Small World TV, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
The types of shows we're seeking. Let us help you share your creativity. For more information, email us at smilepublishing007@gmail.com, or you can visit our website, swtvgetyourchannel.now.site.
Okay, it's we're back here, and from Summerland, British Columbia today, we got Moving Lines. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Why don't you introduce yourselves for us?
Sure, I'm Kevin, and this is my wife, Jill, and we make up the whole band.
We're the whole thing.
We're the whole band right here. And this is our studio back here.
One-stop shop.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us how it all began for you as far as being artists and how you got your band together. By the way, Moving Lines is an interesting title. I'm sure you have an interesting story behind the band name.
Yeah, we do actually. Yeah. Well, maybe not as interesting as one would think, but it's interesting for us, I guess. I don't know. I've been playing music pretty much my whole life, so it's really started for me when I was like 5. I was drumming when I was 5, and guitar when I was 13. And then I got more involved in live sound for our band and stuff like that, and that kind of progressed. And then recording came along and became a home recording thing. We're talking like the early 90s here at this point. So I started with 4-track tapes and just kind of progressed and wrote some tunes back then and had a band back then. And we actually went to school together. So we're both from the same city in Saskatchewan, not originally from British Columbia, but we went to school together, and we hooked up and got married, and here we are. We decided, hey, it's time to, the pandemic really put us in a spot, right? We had some songs that we were working on, but we were so busy with our cover band that we had that we never had time to really sit down and kind of progress with them. So we decided this is probably the time to do it. And there we go. That last April was our first single, and the title of the band actually just came from us moving around a lot, usually is kind of the thing, and all the miles we put on with the cover band as well, the moving lines on the road, the moving lines and, the music, so to say, right? Frequencies, just certain things. We just love, those kinds of things. I know it might sound weird, but that's kind of where it went up. So
that's right.
Jill started singing when she was young too. So
yeah, when I was young, everyone was the kitchen singers. I'm sure that you guys have those. Everybody sat around and grabbed whatever instrument, spoons and harmonicas, and my dad played the fiddle, the violin, the mandolin. and my mom and my sister sang. So we would all sing together, you know, Dolly Parton, Roy Rogers, all that old stuff, right? And I kind of grew up more Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin. So I was, you know, kind of veering away from that. Yeah. My brother kind of grew me up on Kiss and more hard rock. I dressed up as Gene Simmons for kindergarten. So yeah, everyone else had plastic Halloween costumes. My brother did the makeup. I had the whole thing and everything. So yeah, from kindergarten, I guess that was a sign of who I am, I guess.
Well, that is quite a story, you guys. And
yeah, we did a lot.
I hope you'll be around for a while. What were some of the mainstream artists that you grew up with that helped motivate you in your singing styles and so forth? We'd love to hear that.
Well, definitely Whitney Houston. Like I said, Aretha Franklin, of course, Kiss and that sort of a thing, Styx, you know, all those classic 80s bands, I guess. Joan Jett, of course, Heart is, you know, they're one of my hugest influences for sure. But yeah, a little bit of everything, even Diana Krall, you know, Nina Simone, you know, from all sorts of, you know, music genres, I guess. If you love the music, you love it. It doesn't matter what genre it is, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we try for here on Paul Mash TV. We do all genres here, so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, for myself, I'm more of the 80s. It came from the 80s hard rock stuff. So bands like Kix, Autograph, Dokken, Twisted Sister, bands like that. I really, Quiet Riot was one of my favorites. That was actually my first album, Metal Health. That was my first album and my first taste of good old rock and roll. And man, I was not disappointed. But I grow into, you know, all kinds of music. I listen to Dream Theater, lots of progressive stuff, hard stuff, like heavy stuff like Pantera. It comes from all over the place, but I also like just classical music and, you know, easy listening stuff. I like it all. It's just all good. If you can absorb something from it, and then put it back into your own music, I think it's a good thing. So it kind of comes from everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of those bands you mentioned are definitely legends, and they'll live in our hearts forever. So
yeah.
Well, why don't you tell everybody if they want to, you know, download your music or if they want to follow you on all those social media sites, where to go to, and because I know we would love to hear that. If you have physical copies too, you can volunteer that as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can find our stuff at Bandcamp. We do have a purchase set up there. It's just movinglines.bandcamp.com. You can visit our website, which is movinglines.ca for Canada. Mm-hmm. And of course, we're all on the social media. It's just at Moving Lines Band for all of them. So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, they're all the same handles. So if you type in at Moving Lines Band, you'll find us. Yeah. Our music, of course, is on Spotify and iTunes and Deezer and wherever you get your streaming media. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, go to those streaming platforms right now and download their music. I know they would be in love with you for that. So, and we're getting ready to watch this music video in just a minute. Can you tell us the title of it? And if there's a story behind the song, I'm sure it's self-explanatory, but.
Yeah, so Hit the Road was, wrote this song about 4 years ago. It was actually going to be one of our first songs that we were going to put out, but we kind of left it on the sidelines because we had another song that we thought would be a better fit for what we were looking for at the beginning, which was Dreams Will Never Die, which we don't have a video for, unfortunately. Not yet, anyways. We're working on that. But the premise behind the song was more of like getting out in the open road, really ripping it up, just going out for that Sunday drive, just, you know, put the top down the convertible or get on your bike or whatever it is and just get out there, just hit the road, right? And that's kind of, the song really plays towards that as well. Like we have the bass guitar in there really revving like an engine back and forth. If you listen closely, you'll hear that and you'll feel it. And then kind of the premise of the video was like, we wanted that, you know, riding off into the sunset kind of feel at the end, right? Where you kind of pass a vehicle kind of thing. And I mean, Jill can tell you about the footage from she put the video together. I did all the production we do all our stuff in house, so in our studio here.
Yeah.
So all the mastering and everything's done here by myself. So Jill did the video, and it was actually
Very
our first
video
go at it. So yeah.
Yeah, we're learning all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
everything, we do from, point A to point Z. So yeah, the video, I kind of reached out to family and friends and got them to send me some really cool footage. I'm like, whatever you have, if you're cruising on the highway, send it to me. So I have out from Saskatchewan, my nephew, my niece, and some of their friends, and even some of the local guys here at the Hot Rod Club. I got their really cool hot rods in the video, because everybody, you want to hit the road, you want to hit it in a hot rod or a motorbike or whatever, right? Whatever your ride is. So yeah, it was a lot of fun making it. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Well, it is a great song. I've heard it a couple times, and I know everybody out there is dying to watch this song. So we'll get to that in a second. But thank you both for coming on the show. We'd love to have you back again sometime if you got anything new to plug for us.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having us, and all the best to you. And 700 videos, hey? That's our interviews. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's hard to believe it's been that many times, but
That's awesome. Well, we're coming out with new music all the time. We
Yep.
try every couple months to fire something out there. So yeah, we just started last April. So we're just, we're
Getting
having a
our
lot of
feet
fun.
wet. Yeah, having fun.
Yeah, so there's always something new to watch on our Instagram and new music popping up and hints. So
Yeah.
stay tuned, I guess,
Yeah.
for our next.
well, just let us know. We'll be glad to have you back on there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so without further delay, here's the video, and we'll be right back. Don't go away.